Hey there! I'm going to be showing you how to optimize your preferences within the Spark. To access your preferences, you are going to go to your top right corner of your screen and click the gear. So these will take you to a little drop-down menu here, and you're going to want to hit Preferences. So what we're going to be doing is adjusting the visual and auditory settings to just run the smoothest. Go ahead and open it up, and we're going to start at the top of the screen here. So the first thing we're going to adjust is the environmental and UI sound effects volumes. So if you can hear it a little bit right now, it's a little loud. And so we're going to take this down to around 15 to 20%. And this just makes it easier so you can hear other people when they're talking within the Spark. The UI volume is whenever you get a user notification, a chat, a menu click, all of that. So we're going to take that right down along with it. Next is these little guys right here. We are going to keep the first two on so you can hear when people are entering and leaving the Spark, as well as when you are receiving a text notification. These bottom two are up to you. I personally don't have these on. So if you are in a private room and you have this selected, you won't be able to hear the outside birds, like this little chirping in the background, all of that. It just depends on what you want to be hearing when you're in a private volume. So I'm going to unclick that. This next one is directional voice. This means is that the voice is coming from the direction of the speaker. So the closer you are to the speaker, the more clear and loud it's going to be. But if you back up and go farther away, you are going to be hearing it less and less. It'll be just like talking in real life. So I'm going to uncheck this one, but it is also up to you. I would just like to be able to hear everyone, no matter how far away they are in the same room. Next is the user interface options. I'm going to unclick both of these, show my username. Everyone can already see my username, but this is just so I don't have to see it, because you know your own name. And next is this mini map. The mini map is down here in the bottom right corner, and we're just going to unclick that one. For quality, I'm going to leave it on fast. It definitely depends on what kind of computer you have. If you have a great high-speed, lots of space computer, you can do best, but it does take up more resources. I prefer fast. I have a MacBook Air, so this is going to work great for those. For target frame rate, we're going to leave it at 20. You can go down to 10, which I'm going to do, and it makes it a little bit less smooth, but it's totally fine. Font scale, you can keep it at 100. You can play around with it, but it will make it way bigger. Boom. Next is low draw distance, so you don't want to keep this on. So right now, if you see in the background, you can see the skyscrapers in the back, you can see the clubhouse, just different trees. But if we click this, boom, all of it's gone. So if you do have an older computer, it might be beneficial if you need to have a little bit more speed or space, but if you have a pretty much standard computer, you can leave that on and you can enjoy the beautiful scenery. Next is enabling the theme, so we're just going to leave that on. For VR API, we're going to change this to OpenVR. If you have an Oculus, go ahead, but this is just going to be the best setting for you. And then avatar complexity, we are going to leave this at dynamic as well. Simple, the avatars would be reduced to weird little one color figurines. In full, it just takes up a bit much, too much space, and it also doesn't run well in crowds. So this is going to be your best settings to run successfully in Spark. And then don't forget to save and close.